first of all like to make a point of thanking my committee. I'd like to thank them for their support, especially not just for this year, but throughout the last 2 years since we have been coping with the pandemic. So I would like to thank Peggy and Peggy Warner Lalonde. Say, wave, Peggy. I'm going to go to that gallery view. I don't want to look at my ugly mug. There we go. So Peggy, wave. I'd like to thank Ken for his I'd say sound help, but sometimes love lips.
Mostly sound, not all sound.
I'd like to thank Judith and Dave, Dave, of course, always does such an outstanding job, and Judith for everything she's helped over the years, all the support, all of the advice, everything. To be honest with you, well, we'll worry about the summer in the summer. Alan and Morva, thank you. Your help with all the virtual things, contacting guests along with Peggy and Judith, who have done most of that. Thank you so much for all of your hard work. Alan, for the upkeep of the websites and all of the stuff that you do. Thank you so much. Gabby, for being the person who often brings the pertinent point up. We don't see much of Gabby. She's kind of quiet. She likes to help in dealers and runs dealers for us on the QT at the con. But still, a lot of the stuff that she's had to say, especially when the pandemic was first raising its ugly head, has been exceedingly pertinent. So thank you, everybody, for your support. And thank you to the community. I guess we didn't have GOHs this year. We had folks we invited, and that was so much of the program that to sit here and ream off all of the names is kind of pointless. But all our performers have done such an outstanding job. Can I please ask for a round of, if everybody would like to unmute and give a round of applause for all of our performers and all of my committee. That would be wonderful.
Yay.
So so anybody who can unmute, can everybody unmute?
I've allowed everybody to unmute now, so go ahead. Almost in the same room.
Hall of Fame has, of course, been part of FK for years. Whether it will be going forward and we manage to form a new fresh committee with fresh blood, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But I can guarantee you none of us are going to let the Hall of Fame go. We want, if FKO, even if FKO does not continue, I believe the Hall of Fame is definitely going to go on. So, Dave, thank you for the original idea, and Judith for your support with Dave. I think it's been wonderful for our community. Thank you. Other than that, I guess
Huzzah! To Sally for being the con chair for these last few years through this virtual event and all the things that have happened. So it's a big thanks to our current con chair, and we'll see what happens this summer. We'll have a really good con in August.
I would have said thanks to Sally as our voice of sanity, but we all know that wouldn't be true. I would like to add something. The weekend, we survived the con. That's sometimes what we con worry about the most, okay? And we're glad you all survived it with us. The music isn't going to stop. There's going to be open filk starting right after the closing ceremonies. We have a wonderful volunteer in Ellen Kranzer, who has been hosting valiantly with assistance over the last 2 evenings. Ellen cannot host for all of this evening, and she has to leave by 2 a.m. Apparently last night's film only went to 7:25 a.m. about the time I woke up. We are looking for other volunteers to assist in hosting the open filk tonight. So if you would like to assist, that would be wonderful. Please let us know in the chat. And we will add you to the list. We're sticking around for a bit ourselves. So I'm sorry, Sally, I broke in. Would you like to say some more?
I was going to say we've still got to have our closing songs.
True.
So I don't know if we actually lined somebody up for Sam's song, but
Yes, we did. We said you and I said we voted for Alan and Morva.
Yes, but I don't know if they accepted the vote.
Tell them about it.
They already did it once on
They can do it
Friday.
again.
Didn't mention it to us that I recall, but where's your guitar?
Upstairs.
And Ingrid has already volunteered to host from 5 to 8. I have to do the math. And then
Marvin
after
Allen, you just
11:30.
practiced.
Yes, I know.
Alan's gone to get his guitar.
I guess you guys haven't been reading your email, huh?
Did we tell them an email?
I
I'm
believe
not sure we actually sent the email. Yes, Deirdre has been hosting too. I don't see Deirdre on screen, and I'm hoping she will help host. And Crystal had also volunteered. And Crystal just volunteered again. Hi, Crystal. She would like to assist as well. So we do have some hosting volunteers. Ken will make someone the actual host when we step
When we
away.
retire,
So,
yeah, later on.
so that co-hosts can be named as we go.
Do you want me to play the other song first, or are we ready for Marvin Allen?
Do the
Yeah,
other
who do
one
we do
or
first?
just
Morvan
set up
Allen
here?
or the other one? 5 to 8 in Eastern Daylight Time, Mark, which is here. And it's just after 5 now.
It looks like Marva's ready, if that's
Alan,
okay.
Marva, are you ready? She's just
Alan is
waiting.
tuning.
We are too.
She's just waiting for
We
a
are
faithful
tuned,
sidekick.
apparently. We're not setting up all the fancy
Tech
stuff-
gear.
tech gear we had for.
Would
our
take too
concert.
long.
So.
Not bad for an Instafilk. You do have original sound on?
No,
Sorry?
we have original sound off. Hang on. Thank you.
How dare it? It keeps turning off.
Oh,
Thank you.
once more with feeling.
Once more. So did the sound dip out and cover my bad chord?
Well, it's after hours down in Harry's bar, and the evening has just begun. And MacIver is telling all over again how he nearly fell into the sun. And the droid in the corner is getting well oiled, and the Wookiee has let down his hair. And I'm sitting alone on a 49 bus, wishing that I was there. I'll have one more photon torpedo, Harry, and make it a liter or more. And if I should happen to fall off my seat, just let me slip to the floor. 'Cause it took me too many years to come, but I'm where I wanted to be. Home is the hunter, home from the hill, and the sailor, home from the sea. Well, we're outward bound on and the planets around here all have us on file, and they'll grab us as soon as we land. And I'm sitting alone at a barrister's desk, watching life slip through my hand. I'll have one more try at the warp drive, Xander, and then we'll work out what to say. And though my life is in deadly danger, I feel that I've lived for this day. 'Cause it took me too many years to come, but I'm where I wanted to be. Home is the hunter, home from the hill, and the sailor, home from the sea. Well, it's peaceful down here in the library, and I'm reading of Helen and Jet, and Kirk and the Seven are all on their way, and the Nyrond is never in debt, and my friends are around me, and so are my foes, but no one's for fighting today. And I'm standing alone at the top of this hill, and it's only inches away. I'll read one more page from my oldest book, the one that I know and love best. Then I'm for my bed and my mind for its roaming, while everything's lying at rest. 'Cause it took me too many years to come, but I'm where I wanted to be. Home is the hunter, home from the hill, and the sailor, home from the sea. Yes, it took me too many years to know that wherever I happen to be, home is home for the hunter, home from the hill, and the sailor, home from the sea. Home from the sea.
Thank you. And as Ellen, thank you very much. That's beautiful. You do such a wonderful job of that song.
Thank you.
Yes, she does.
And I also wanted to mention, as Ellen said in her chat, she didn't do it alone. She had a lot of help from Deirdre, who also went, I think, almost as late, if not as late as Ellen. So I'm not really sure how they were both up and attending early this morning, but they managed it. And over to Ken for our closing song.
Okay, we got one more of these videos to show. I think I figured out how to make it work right this time. So here we go. This is a classic.
So, Philk Ontario Concom, this first song is for you. I used to feel the lyrics slide inside my head. The music filled me up, and I felt I would explode in a burst of colored static. And the people all around, their eyes on the ground, You laughed and took my hand, led me to a room of people with guitars and easy smiles, and I stayed a while. Bring me home to Philk, Ontario. Stay, sing with me, we'll be alright. Sing all night with my friends at Philk, Ontario. So now I'm hooked, I go to PhilCons every year. Never get much sleep. Why sleep? I could be Philking. The circle changes, but the smiles are still the same, and the song remains. But each time I find it harder to say goodbye at the end of the day. May our paths cross again, my friend. Our voices may not be all perfectly on key, but we lift each other up and share the melody as we fill the room with music. And I know I'll be alright as we sing into the night. Bring me home, bring me back to Philk, Ontario. Bring me back to Philk, Ontario. I want to go to Philk, Ontario. Bring me home, bring me back to Philk, Ontario. Bring me back to Philk, Ontario. I want to go to Philk, So that song, Home to Philk, Ontario, was written by Debbie in 1999. She wrote it for us to sing when we were guests of honor here at Philk, Ontario, and we were really proud that after we sang it that first time, Philk, Ontario adopted it as their theme song, and it's always sung on Sunday, so now you all know it, and when we do it again on Sunday,
Wow, thank you. That was classic Urban Tapestry, one of our Canadian homegrown Toronto area folk groups. And I think Allison, anyway, I'm not sure about the whole group, they were at one of the very first Philk Ontarios and have been there every year. So really glad to be able to share their presence today. Thank you.
Thank you, Ken. And thank you for yet again to Urban Tapestry, because they don't mind us using the video even if they're not able to perform live. Anyway, thank you everybody for making this a wonderful weekend. And I guess it's time for Open Philk. So if you're interested in doing a song, please